Today's weekly live Q&A. And in today's live Q&A, the topic of discussion is going to be, is it too late to start Amazon FBA, Shopify, or an e-commerce business in general? So I'm going to wait until everybody gets in here. If you just get in, make sure to say hi, say where you're from, and just hit me with a question. I'm basically just going to go for about half an hour today. Last week we had the two mentors on. We had our head of Amazon, Scott Suggs, and then we had Josh Bach, who's our head of Shopify and eCom Freedom. Both have extremely successful e-commerce businesses, and they offered some incredibly valuable advice. So actually, the truth is, I don't really know what to call these live Q&As because I'm just coming on and answering people's questions every day with online business and trying to share my wisdom in the 30 minutes or hour that we have. So for today, I'm like, what is the most common question people have, I guess, when they're starting out? Is it too late? No, it's not too late. Actually, the truth is that Corona made it even more urgent for you to start an online business. Corona kind of gave everybody this massive wake-up call, like, holy shit, I need to figure out my life because everything that I thought was true is wrong. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people, we got a lot of people coming in. It was just a wake-up call for a lot of people. And so, all right, we got people here. Antonio from Croatia. Awesome. I hear Croatia is really beautiful. I really want to go there. Someone's from Namibia, New Jersey, Vegas, South Africa, Morocco. It's cool, so the reason why I do all this is because, when I was 5 years ago, I knew, I just grew up on the internet. I'm part of that generation, right? So I'm 24 today, and I just grew up playing video games online and everything. So I knew that the internet was going to change everybody's lives and really offer new perspectives in terms of jobs and stuff. But at the time, when I was 18, 19, I had no idea how to leverage that. And then when I became 21, that's when I found out about e-commerce at Amazon FBA because it became possible. So yeah, and that's why I'm sharing. That's what I'm sharing here with you guys. The fact that anyone can start an online business, anybody can be successful. Got a ton of people on here. It's cool. Someone's from Norway. I'm actually flying out on Thursday. I'm flying out on Thursday to Norway, so I'm super excited about that. Finally, I'm gonna start traveling again. My idea is to live in a different place every 3 to 6 months, probably. Who knows though? Maybe I'll stay in Norway. I don't know. That's the thing though, when you have the freedom to choose where you want to live and you make money from anywhere, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter where you live. So someone's here from the 3rd grade. Jesus. Kids are growing up fast nowadays. They're just I'm getting a lot of people and they're trying to figure out how to make money from and they're 13 years old. I'm like, dude, read books. What do you say to people that say dropshipping is dead? Well, dropshipping is dead. If you were just to follow the same garbage advice that everybody else posts online, then yeah, how can you expect to succeed if you're just going to resell, if you're just going to, basically sell garbage online? You're just going to find a random blackhead remover and you're just going to copy and paste it with no unique branding, no unique nothing. And yeah, that kind of dropshipping is dead, but what's alive is building a business. That's what's alive, and that's what's always going to be alive. A question that has never been answered, Stephanie says. Can you ship products to America if you live in Europe? Yes, you can. Why wouldn't you be able to? And also, it depends on if it's Amazon FBA or Shopify. Yeah. Please answer my question. How to have more sales. Dude, stop spamming. Muzamil, I saw your question the first time, man. Okay, if anyone spams like this, I'm just not going to take your question because I feel like I'm rewarding Muzamil now. This guy just posted it 20 times, man. How to have more sales in Q4? Well, because more people are on online anyway, so you're just going to get more sales if you're already selling successfully. But okay, you're still asking the question. I'm just going to hide this guy. Do you have any advice on selling CBD online? Yeah, don't. It's way too competitive. Everybody has this really get rich quick mindset with money, and as soon as they always think oh, I'm gonna hop on the latest trend and I'm gonna be so fresh. But the truth is that there's 7 billion, almost 8 billion people in the world today. Why do you think you're so special that you're just gonna hop on the latest trend and succeed, right? The truth is though, there's the flip side of this. you can make a lot of money on trends. And certainly a lot of the money that I made was on trends for sure. Like when I was starting out with e-commerce and Amazon really became a viable way to make money. And then I started it and I started talking about it on my YouTube channel and it blew up as well. And so I started making money there. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of money to be made on trends, but at the same time, you don't want to just start a temporary business that like only lasts a temporary amount of time and then just kind of dies out. So, are you living in Toronto? No, I grew up in Toronto and now I'm just like traveling and my next stop is Norway. I'm going to hit up Europe. I also want to go to Switzerland. So I'm just going to basically, since I can run my online businesses from anywhere and I have an amazing team of people that help me with it as well. Two of those guys were on the last live Q&A. I can basically make money from anywhere. And that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years. I haven't had a 9-to-5 job since I quit my bank job back then. If I make my own logo on Publisher, is copyright infringement a concern? No, because you made your own logo. What do I do if I can't find a job? I need a job for cash flow to fund my business as it's not profitable at the moment. Okay, so this is my recommendation. If you want to start a successful business, especially e-commerce, like here's the mistake that I made. I thought that I was looking for an easy way to make money from my computer without getting a job and without like doing anything. Well, not without doing anything, but I just wanted to like start making money from my computer. The truth is that even to make like $1,000, $2,000 like per month, if it's not with e-commerce, like what are you gonna do, right? It's difficult. Like you're not gonna go and do affiliate marketing. You're not gonna go and trade stocks. Like it's just not gonna, even if you're brand new. Whatever you have to understand. Like as human beings, you have to like get good at something before you get a reward from it, right? And the good thing about e-commerce is that it's so new. It's still so new, and it's like really early in its kind of like infancy stages. That those people who actually kind of commit to it today, like I just don't see how in a year of doing e-commerce you're not at like at least 10K a month in sales with your brand if you're actually doing it properly. That's like saying like, okay, if you go to the gym for a year religiously and you eat a proper diet and you work out and you're still not like fit, or fitter in some way, it doesn't make sense to me. It's obvious, right? Yeah, so someone else asked, how do I start on a $100 budget? I have no capital. So again, that brings me back to this question, which I didn't actually finish answering. So basically, okay, look here guys. So if you're trying to start a business and you don't have a source of income, you should get a source of income, okay? So the thing about an e-commerce business, and if you noticed, unlike all the other gurus out there, all the other, whatever you gotta call us, but unlike all the other guys out there and girls, I only talk about the things that I know. I've only talked about e-commerce. I haven't talked about social media marketing, how to start an agency, and I haven't sold a course on every second and third business model like all those other guys. Like the only thing that I've done has talked about e-commerce. So basically, my point is that like you got to get good at something. And where was I going with this? Oh right, yeah. So my recommendation is that a lot of people, what I've seen for over the years, is that like people, they try to make money with online business and they can't, like they just can't do it. And so that's why having a source of income, whatever it is, for me, I could have kept my 9-to-5 job, but I actually quit. And I started a window cleaning business because like it was just the most accessible thing for me. I wanted to do landscaping. Just like I was like, hey, what business can I start, right? And so landscaping with a lawnmower didn't fit in my damn car. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do window cleaning. So I had a source of income that helped me through those first obstacles and failures. And so I highly recommend getting a source of income. Like even if it's a part-time job, just get a job. Just get a job. There's no shame in getting a job. Like a lot of people, they think they're above getting a job. Like if you really are like that, how can you expect to succeed? Like pay your dues. And I'm not like Gary Vee. I'm not saying like, oh, you gotta like basically slave away for 20 years before you can become a millionaire or even before you like have a successful business. No, that's bullshit. It's not true. At least it's my opinion. Like I succeeded, if we actually count from when I like actually got into online business and started to the moment where I started making a significant amount of money, it took me about 3.5 months, like 3 months-ish, I think it was, going back. This was several years ago, but Do you offer mentorship? Yes, I have a company, Ecom Freedom. It's the banner at the top of my channel. And basically, I think we've had like one of the longest running courses for Amazon FBA and for Shopify. Have tons of success stories. I shared some of them last week. I probably should share some of them too because we get new ones every week. And so, yeah, both of them are fully updated. The Amazon FBA one, I refilmed the entire thing for 2021. And so that's fully updated as well. So if you want to start a successful Amazon business, the whole course is updated. So the link is going to be down below. And I'm also increasing the price to $1,200 probably next, I don't know, like very soon though, because we're actually also including a box set with it. So it's going to be like you'll get an entire print book, an entire, like it's going to, like you're going to be able to follow along with the lessons with the print book. So yeah. And then also, we're also including the Ecom Freedom MBA, which is basically like what I noticed was a lot of people, they just lack basic business skills when they were taking these courses. And since I actually care about people's success, I was like, you know what? I realized that people, they don't know how to deal with common entrepreneurial situations. Like whether, like a lot of people, they just lack like this, they don't know what to do if they're faced with a decision between like 3 products to choose, right? And they just don't know. They just don't know which one to choose, and they really need like that second opinion, and that's cool. Like that's fine. But you know, there's also like the taxes. People don't know about taxes. People don't know about how to start an LLC properly, and like what the difference is between an LLC, a C corp, and all those things are in America, for example, or even around the world. So that's also included for free. I could have released that standalone, but that's included for free in both courses. So yeah, the Amazon FBA one is definitely going up to $1,200. That's for sure. Our company is making around 13 million a year. It's a long story, but we started back in 2017. I happened to stumble upon this live stream. I'm the founder, but low-key asking for advice. Okay, what advice would you like? That's not bad. 13 million a year, man. Like, I don't have money. Someone said, okay, get a job. Just like start making money. You need a source of income. As I was saying, e-commerce is like, you need cash to start e-commerce. Like you need cash to invest in your product. You know, everyone else online, they're like, oh, you can start with $200. Like, it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm not going to lie. So if you have about $1,000 to $2,000, you fully can start a successful e-commerce business. There's not even a reason why you can't. So best place to learn Facebook ads, recommendation for any course or ebook or something. I've got plenty of videos on Facebook ads actually, and they're all free, so you can check them out. What would be the next online business profitable? E-commerce. What I recommend is don't always switch from business to business, because you're just gonna end up drifting. That's what's called drifting. And drifters get nowhere in life. They just like stay on YouTube, you know, just watching endless amounts of videos, taking endless amounts of courses. For Amazon FBA, is an LLC necessary? Well, yeah, you do need an LLC. That's what we cover in the Ecom Freedom MBA. So in the courses, like in the Amazon FBA course and the Shopify course, we cover that specifically in the MBA, which you get as well. So, yeah, but you do need an LLC. Do you think now is suitable time to run Facebook ads on an election context in the US? The election has nothing to do with what, you know, why wouldn't you be able to run Facebook ads during an election? Like, are people not buying things? Right? So yes, there should be no reason why you wouldn't be able to. Getting a lot. What up, D from Florida? Can we run multiple Shopify brands at the same time? Yes, but not if none of them are successful. So I recommend just starting one and focusing until you're successful, at least like making 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, maybe 7 figures per year. And yeah, and then you can do whatever you want once you're there. Any tips for Q4? Well, it depends if you already have a successful store and if you already have a successful brand or not. So let's say both scenarios. If you don't have a successful store, just focus on doing everything from scratch just as normal. Like Q4 should not make a difference, because you're not gonna, likely if you start right now, you might have a product up and running by Christmas. I mean, you should. It's like a pretty long time. So it's like at least 2 months or something like that. But basically, you might have a product up and running, but you have to like launch it. And so it's not going to matter that much that Q4 is happening. Like the only thing that would happen is that you would get more sales than usual because there's just more people in general online. If you already have a brand, it's a different story. You need to have way more units in stock, like in storage, whether it's Amazon FBA or Shopify. Like you just need to be ready for a lot of sales. You need to be ready for a lot more customers, like up to 4 to 5 times more customers. So that would be my tips for Q4. It's a good time in e-commerce. Is PL a good source of money right now? Private label, I guess. Yeah, why not? It's not. Don't look at it as a source of money. Look at it as like a business you can actually start. Dan helped me build a successful online business, but most importantly helped me acquire that killer mindset, which is more important than building a business. Fatty said that. Yeah, so Fatty's in our. He's been part of Ecom Freedom, I think, for a year or 2 years. And he built a successful online business. He's in the chat right now, which is awesome to see. Like I love seeing students in here who are actually taking action, and they're not just hanging around YouTube and watching like a bunch of videos and like not getting anywhere, right? Are built for you Shopify stores a good idea? My opinion is no. I think it's best to learn from scratch and do it yourself. The only time you wouldn't want to do something yourself is like accounting or bookkeeping, because like that, okay, like you don't need to do that yourself. Like it's best to hire a professional for that. But a lot of people, they think they can just kind of have everything done for you. And like, what's going to happen is that you're just going to end up paying a lot of money. And the chances of success are not going to be like high, they're not going to be guaranteed. I mean, nothing's guaranteed in general, but like just that way you're basically removing the control of your business from yourself and you're putting it on someone else. Like nobody else cares about your business or your success as much as you. So that's my opinion on that. You are the best teacher on YouTube. Awesome. That's incredible. Thank you. That's what I aspire to. Do you review stores? Yes, I do. I'm going to make another store review video later. So just an update, like I've actually been grinding away making the Amazon FBA complete tutorial. I think we're at like 3 hours now. So this video, whenever it's going to get done, it's going to go up and it's going to really it's going to be incredible. It's not going to be nowhere near as in-depth and step-by-step as the actual Ecom Freedom Amazon FBA course, obviously. But for those people who really don't have any budget, it's going to show them whether Amazon FBA is for them or not. Also, obviously, that video doesn't have mentorship and it doesn't have the ability to speak to $1 million Amazon FBA seller like every single day, which was Scott last week. He's been selling on Amazon for 5 years and he does $1 million per year on Amazon. So to get mentored like that, there's nothing like better that you can get in terms of starting an Amazon FBA business or any business really. And then also the videos there, it's going to give you all the information, not all, but like a good chunk. It's going to be long, right? And the point is to give people the truth and show people like the strategies that are working right now and how to actually get started and get a product up. But after that, it's kind of like you're on your own. So at that point, Ecom Freedom would be great to get into because, it's like something where you can invest like $1,000 or $1,200 and then, it's up to you the return that you make on it, but build it into like 6 figures or a 7-figure business. All right. There's not a lot of things that you can get that much of a return on. And many of our students have done that. So, need a chat moderator to remove spammers? No, I'm good. I think I'm just going to put like a time limit or something in between chats so people don't spam. But, yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, you can just press hide user from channel and then basically they can never talk anymore unless they make a new account. Okay. Hi, Dan. I'm from France. Is Amazon FBA impacted with coronavirus? Yes, it's been impacted, but in honestly both a positive and negative way. Positive because a lot more people online shopping in e-commerce in general. Negative because of storage limits. For example, Amazon FBA has a 200 unit storage limit, which is not the best if you're brand new because you might want to start with 250 units or 300 units or 500 units. That's something really easy to get around. All these little obstacles, they're super easy to get around. Like a lot of people, look, if you commit to something 110% and you're like, okay, I made a decision, I will be successful with online business and e-commerce, nothing can stop you. But most people, they don't commit. They're just kind of dabbling in and getting their feet wet. And that mentality is going to just like destroy you before you even begin. Anything that you like drift or dabble in life, you're not going to succeed just because like it's obvious. I mean, like people try to build an online business and they're like, trying to do it from like a bunch of free videos online that they find from random people and trying to piece the information together. And it's like, have you been to Bali? I heard you can get a sweet villa for $30 a night. No, I've never been to Bali, but I would love to go. How fit are you and your course when it comes to Europe FBA wholesale? Actually, the course is specifically for the United States, Canada, Europe, and worldwide. The way that I updated it, I made it so that there are sections on every single region. So it doesn't matter if you're from Europe, USA, all the information is there. When is the right time to tell your parents that you want to pursue a career with Amazon FBA? Well, I wouldn't call it a career. Just say that you want to become an entrepreneur and just tell your parents to give you a year to try, give you 2 years. Okay, let's see. People say that dropshipping is entitled to die, but I think differently because it is basically connecting the customers with manufacturers. What are your thoughts on the future of dropshipping? I've been saying this since the beginning. Like, the strategy that everybody on YouTube is talking about, branded dropshipping, I named it, I made it. If you look at Shopify, you type in Shopify, I've got the top video on it on YouTube. And everybody else copied it, of course. But basically, the reason, when I got into Shopify, I was already successful with Amazon, and I was like, I don't like the concept of drop shipping because 3-week shipping times for people, and then just like selling them overpriced crap from AliExpress. I hated that. And so that's why I made my own strategy. I figured out a way to get past these limitations, how to get 2 to 3 day shipping with your Shopify store using 3PL, so like fulfillment centers. These are basically companies like ShipUp, ShipFusion, and they're around the world. And you can basically hire them to store your units, and they're kind of like an Amazon warehouse. So they'll ship everything for you really quickly. What else? I also found out how to get a logo on the product, and I fully did that and basically started a very successful Shopify store. This was like a year ago-ish. And so, yeah, everything's just grown from there. And then I posted that video, and, it blew up because obviously there was nothing like it on YouTube. So my answer to that question is, dropshipping, will it die? Like, yeah, I think that dropshipping in the old way, yes, for sure. But like building a real business will never die. Because like if you actually sell a product that adds value to people and that you improve in some way, like you're giving people like a reason to buy from you, that's never gonna run out of like fashion, I guess, or out of trend, right? Hi, Dan. I keep saying missing purchase when I try to enroll class. Not sure why. If you have an issue, email support@ecomfreedom.com and we'll help you out. Like I'll answer it right after this. So, what do you think of branded touchscreen gloves for the winter season? Depends how your branding is. Again, it's not about the product. It's about the branding, and also it's the mixture of all these factors, right? So it's not just like, oh, branded touchscreen gloves equals millionaire. No, right? How do you make sure that the product will be of the same quality as the sample? That is a great question. You get a sample and then you get an inspection, and you just get the inspector to go in, and it's your choice. You can either have them inspect like 80 units of the entire shipment or every single unit, which is going to be much more expensive, but get an inspection done if you're ordering in bulk, basically. Okay, if you spam, I will not answer your question. That's it, new rule. If you spam, I will just ban you. How is your course different from your YouTube videos? Honestly, everything's on your YouTube channel, isn't it? Honestly, it's the mentorship and the fact that like we'll review your product, we'll answer your questions, you get to join the community and like actually get on the calls with me. YouTube, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I got the best videos on YouTube for e-commerce, but you're just going to be piecing together information and you're going to be doing the same things that everybody else is. It depends on your level of commitment, really. If you think that $500 for Shopify or $1,000 is something that you can invest in and that like it's like into your own future, you'd be spending that money anyway on like clothes and like, I don't know, like what people do, like, going out. I guess not going out right now because of Corona, but like clothes and just general expenses. Instead, if you spent that money on self-education, which by the way, I spend on self-education, I probably spend like hundreds of thousands per year, joining masterminds, buying books, everything like audiobooks, events. And that's because it's just like what successful people do. Like, you want to keep moving forward, and I could just go like, wait, but I can learn all this stuff for free. Like, I can figure out how to like get all this for free. I don't need no mastermind. I don't need no event. But I choose not to do that because I'm smarter than that. And I've learned early on that taking a good course can move you ahead of so many people so much quicker because you're not making those same mistakes. You can look at it as like, wow, if I spend $1,000 today on a course that gives me lifetime access and like updated every year, I can do that, and then I can like prevent myself from making those costly mistakes that will probably be more expensive than that $1,000, because to start e-commerce, it's going to be like $1,000, $2,000, up to $5,000, $10,000 depending on your product order, right? You might invest into a restricted product that the course could have told you like, hey, don't do it. Like, we could have told you in the group, don't do it, but people still do it, and they lose the money. How long have we been going for? Let's see. 27 minutes. Okay, I'm going to answer a few more, and then we're going to get off because I got a lot of other work to do. I'm filming a lot of stuff for the Ecom Freedom course today, for the MBA specifically. So, okay, if you post a message more than once, you're going to get banned from the channel, and like, you won't be able to chat again at any other live. So, do you have any book recommendations? Yeah, I guess I get asked this a lot. Basically, like the classic ones. I'll just shoot a few. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. The Millionaire Fastlane, MJ DeMarco. What else? Unscripted, MJ DeMarco. Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Start with those 5. Amazon versus FBA, which has given you more success? I think you're probably confusing Amazon or Shopify. Yeah, but it's when you're doing e-commerce, you want to like rush. Like, when you get either Amazon or Shopify started, you want to get the other going as fast as possible. You want to get like the perfect e-commerce business has both the Shopify store and the presence on Amazon. So, where can we get your course? It's down below, and it's not just me; it's we. Like I said, in the Amazon FBA course. We're Ecom Freedom, that's my company, and our mission is to like help the most amount of people around the world change their lives and reach success with online business. And so in both courses, you have my mentorship as well as the mentorship of a $1 million Amazon FBA seller, Scott, who's on there like all the time, literally every day, answering messages. He's answering personal Facebook messages as well. And then in Shopify, also you've got a successful Shopify brand owner, and that's Josh Bach, and he invented a product. He's doing, I think, 7 figures. I think he's doing like 7 figures right now with his store, and he's got more than one store too. So these people are like solid. We've got a solid team. If you have any questions about like getting into Ecom Freedom, joining us, anything at all, just email danv@ecomfreedom.com. Like, I'll type it in the chat. danv@ecomfreedom.com. I get a ton, but I will answer. What is CPC and CTR? Do you recommend to have for a new campaign on Facebook ads? How many days you run a new campaign? Yeah, CPC stands for cost per click, and CTR stands for click-through rate. And so it's just like basic marketing terms, I guess. And on Facebook, you can see the cost per click and like the click-through rate when you're running ads, and it varies from niche to niche. I'll tell you that the cost per click and the click-through rate, like, you can look at them individually, but at the end of the day, what matters is sales, and you have to look at like there's a more important metric than that, and that's cost per purchase, just CPP. And basically, if your cost per purchase is like probably, there's like CPP and there's ROAS, right? Return on ad spend. So you want to look at your ROAS, and you want to make sure that your ROAS is above your break-even ROAS. So it doesn't matter what your CPC, CTR is, unless there's an issue in like your funnel. So basically, not to get too advanced here, just because it's going to take too long, but basically, let's say that you're running ads and you're spending a lot of money but not getting any sales. At that point, you would look at your cost per click and click-through rate, and then you would basically figure out, okay, like what's wrong here? If the click-through rate is low, that's a sign saying that the ads, people aren't really interested. They're not clicking. If the cost per click is high, that's a sign saying that also you're getting a lot of impressions, a lot of views on the ads, but not many people are actually choosing to click. That's what that is. So you can't look at it individually. You have to look at the thing that matters the most, which is cost per purchase. Why do you want to help people so much? I really like your videos. I'm just wondering. To be honest with you, it's my life purpose, and yeah, I love making these videos. I've changed like tons of people's lives already, and I do it the best out of anyone on YouTube and on the internet. So, you know, that's pretty much it. This is a good question. Have all of your students been successful? If not, why? The answer is no, definitely not. And that's just because even if I give someone all the best information, it's just like, you know, I can't do it for them. You know, I can give you all the steps. I can like literally show you step by step in video format. I can answer all your questions, but I can't do the work for you. That's something that you have to do yourself. I can't do that for you. And like, I'm sorry, I would if I could. I would love to, because for me it would be so easy, but I can't do it for you. So that's all. Love your style. You rock. Thank you very much, Sean. Let's see. FBA video series on YouTube. Yep. That's already going. All right. So we'll just wrap up here. I'll answer a few more. I'm heading out to Europe next week, and I'm going to be going to Sweden and Norway. First, I'll be spending basically a few months in Norway, so I'm super excited about that. If any of you are in Norway or in Sweden, you can message me on Instagram at Dan Vass is my Instagram if you want to meet up or something like that, or do some epic shit like go skiing or anything. I'm down. We can talk e-commerce, online business, and otherwise, what else? What else is the plan? I'm still making the Amazon FBA tutorial. It's going to be even better than the Shopify one we have. It's going to be really long. It's going to be the best Amazon video on YouTube. But what it will not have is unlimited mentorship with $1 million Amazon seller with myself, and with Scott and me, the ability to get on calls and speak with me via microphone, complete all the steps you need to know to build a 6-7 figure Amazon FBA business. Basically, what else? A product check, so like making sure to get your product checked before launching. So that's all in the Amazon FBA course below. Obviously, through a YouTube video for free. That's not gonna, you can't physically do that. So, but yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for being on this live. We do this every Saturday. Probably next Saturday, since I'm gonna be in Europe, I'm probably gonna switch this to like between probably closer to 12 p.m. Eastern time, because it's gonna be really late if we're gonna do it at this time. So. Yeah, but just look out next Saturday about 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be live. And to wrap up this video, no, it's not too late to start an Amazon FBA or Shopify business. In fact, I would even say that it's early. It's early because, like, still, I think Corona was the biggest wake-up call for e-commerce. It was the biggest booster so far for e-commerce. But there's so much room. Like, it's only the beginning. I think the statistic is that by 2040, I think it was by 2040 or 2045, over like 90% of transactions for like physical products will be online, which is crazy. That means that over 90% of products purchased will be purchased online. I fully believe that, 100%. So if you want to cash in on that, you want to use that to, build yourself a successful business that will stand the test of time, then start e-commerce, start an online business and commit to it. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I love all you guys, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Peace out.